This guy is being aggressive. Look at him. He's got a lot of color now too. We got the two holding females. Here's the one. Oh, in the way. There she is. You can see she's holding there, and then she's holding there. But she must have spit some, because I don't know if you can make it out, but down in here, look at the little guy. See him in there? We got a little fry, and it looks like a rusty fry. This tube is supposed to be part of the sump normally, but I'm sort of not using it, so it just collects crap. But he's managed to find himself a little home in there, which is kind of nice, I guess. So he's sort of protected. I don't know how I'm going to get him out. I might have to suck him out with like a tube. I'm planning on building some kind of fry capture or fry chamber. I was thinking of taking one of these plastic fish holder things and hanging it in the sump like this, like that basically, and then having this tube, see the water comes out, having that tube fill this, and then cut some holes in it on the front here so that it spills out. I don't want it to spill over the top, it's a little too high. Maybe cut some like down here or something so that it spills out and over. And then the hope would be that you just put any fry in there and then put a foam pad on top so that they can't jump out, but also so that it covers the holes that I drill. That's kind of what I want to do, but it's my only one of those containers, and I don't want to keep having to buy new ones and ruin them and stuff. So we'll see what happens. But, oh, there's the holding female right there. Look at that. Meanwhile, the one big yellow lab is looking a little bloated. I mean, he was bloated before, and that was sort of when I started medicating, was that fish. But I feel like that fish it's always been weird. It has like a gimped out fin. Yeah, there it is. It's back there right now. I can't really get him on camera. He's not the most attractive one. Yeah, him. He's back behind the thing, picking at the wall. And it almost looked like he had some kind of, I don't know, he just looks puffed up. And it looked like he was constipated almost, so I don't know. They're all coming forward because they think I'm going to feed them. I've actually been fasting them a day or two just because I wanted to see if that, if they would thin out a little bit. Especially that one. That mbuna, man, he's really got some color though. His colors really come in. He's pretty. I like him. His face is really black too. Look how black his face got. Unlike the bumblebees, their face is the only part that gets black when they're males, so he actually stays that yellow color, which is cool. The only problem is the only one that gets bright yellow like that is usually the head honcho, which is him. Most of the other ones don't have that much yellow. This guy has some. A little bit of yellow on him. Most of the other ones look kind of like that one. little more faded out. Like this one here too. I wouldn't be surprised if one of those shows up holding soon, but I have a feeling they need to get a little bit bigger because they're dwarf. I think they're dwarfs, so I don't know. They're all kind of small, but those are especially small. Yeah, there's the gimped out yellow lab. He honestly looks a little better today after fasting them. He still just looks puffy though for some reason. Not as bad as he looked the other day though. I feel like the problem is he overeats and bloats himself up. Maybe feed more of the small pellets. I don't know. He's not the most attractive looking yellow lab. He's all weird looking. He's always been like that though. He swims funny. He has like one fin that doesn't work. It's like he's paralyzed or something. I wonder if it's why his digestion is weird too. It's just a messed up fish. A B stock. B stock fish. This guy's had some white on him. Not sure what it is. I think it's just fight damage. I think he just got been picked on. It's been like that for a little while now, but it's not getting any worse. It's not spreading or anything, so I don't really think there's anything to do. I think it's just damage from fighting. It's funny though, the holding females seem to stay over on this side most of the time. The one is right up here, and she does tend to stay up there. Sometimes she goes in the cave, but she does kind of make this her little area kind of up here, and this one tends to stay down here. So pretty much like they are. Yeah, this one has, I think that's the same one that's got the damage on the other side. This one, on the other hand, I wouldn't be so surprised if that purple one is the father. He's the big honcho in the tank. And he's pooping. Wonderful. At least it looks like a brown, healthy poop and not worry about parasites. That's the holding one. Oh, this guy is being mean again. I wanted to see if I get his behavior. He does this thing where he shakes around. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It's all going pretty good, I guess. I still have, I think I need to change the pad in here. It's starting to drip over the edge. My socks still have a little more time to go, although you can tell the two other socks have mostly filled up because it's now pouring a lot more down this sock. It's probably just going to be a couple of days, and you can even see how brown it is, but it's not right here. I probably only have a couple more days until the socks fill up and it starts overflowing. It's kind of dramatic. Like, it'll look like that for a while, and then all of a sudden it's just overflowing. Like, it's not easy to tell by look alone when it's going to overflow. It seems to sort of just be either it's going to work or it overflows. It's a pretty dramatic effect. Purigen is, it's a little brown, but it's still got some life left in it. I don't usually change it until it's darker than that. That's not that dark. It gets much more dark than that. It was pretty dark last time. It hasn't gotten dark nearly as quickly this time. I already recharged the stuff that was in there before. It's actually been soaking. I've been trying to get the bleach out of it and kind of soak it in water. I don't know. When it's loose and not in bags, it's definitely a hell of a lot more annoying to work with, I'll tell you that. I got a whole new set of all these chemicals. It's still in the box over on the other side of the room, but these are all getting low. It's crazy to think these ginormous jugs, I thought it would last me forever, are finally getting to the end. It's only been since, what, August? Beginning of August that this tank was set up, so... But I don't know. I'd say it's doing well. We got holding females and all kinds of stuff going on, and everything's fish coloring up and all that fun. So I think at this point it's really just you know, a couple of fish have some damage. That one yellow lab's always been weird, is still weird. So I don't know. Unless more fish start showing problems, I think we're doing pretty good. I think, you know, you see a couple bit fins here and there. A couple mbwekas have a bit fin, and, you know. It's funny, the ones that seem to never really have any damage is the manganos. It's rare that I see a mangano with any damage on it whatsoever. And you'll see them chasing fish, but I don't ever see them take damage. Even the small ones never have any damage. They must be all bark and no bite or something. At least mine. I've heard of them getting mean, but these ones, mine have always been sort of mellow. I mean, out of all the mean fish in here, I think it's the rusties that are the meanest, and then maybe the mbwekas a little bit, but it's really just the big guy kind of defends this area. That rock is basically his rock, and he sort of defends it and around it. See, there he is again, defending his rock. That's his rock. He likes it. I added that rock in later too. Kind of worked out well. That rock and the one over here. This one is actually two rocks. It's kind of like a funky little thing. I might redo that a little bit. I have some more rock as well. I'm not sure where I'd put it though. Alright, well, I think I've gone on long enough. Let's call this the update. It's been a little while since I've made a video on this tank, so here it is. 120 gallon mbuna cichlid tank.